Hello, beloveds. Hello, divine beings. Hello, divine creators. Welcome to Dumela Universe. We are Kemet. Thank you so much for joining us. It is time for a tarot reading. Let us see what is available for us at this time. Just a reminder, beautiful beings, you are source creating. You have been guided by spirit through your cocoon period, through your dark night of the soul, through your healing, through your purging, through your releasing. You are being guided to source. You are being guided in the physical realm to spaces of source, to ways of you co-creating within the source frequency, so much so that now you are anchored within source. Now you are source creating, beautiful beings. This is the time for you to now learn your alchemy, learn your magic, for you to be it, for you to discover how you manifest. Okay, it is no longer the reaching for source. It is now the being and embodying and expressing the source you are. And there's a different shift in the lessons and the learning. There's a different perspective. There's a different way of operating in this frequency. So allow yourself ease and gentility as you do transition from that space of where you were seeking source, where you were calling in source, where you were anchoring in source, where you were remembering that you are source, to now being source, to now embodying source, to now creating from source as the basis of your beautiful physical reality and manifestation. Okay, beautiful beings, let us see what is coming through at this time. Okay. Look, we have the Strength card, the Lion energy, the Leo energy at the center. And yes, this is the release of conditioning. This is you no longer being that sheep in the herd, following the condition, following what others are doing. You are no longer letting the external govern you, distract you. Be responsible for how you be. You are claiming your divine power. You're claiming your divine truth here. You're allowing yourself to receive your highest frequency as source, and you're actioning within your highest frequency as source. Both the divine feminine and masculine frequencies honoring the source you are. Both the unknown and the known becoming the known being discovered by you, honoring the source you are. Zero conditioning, zero programming. This is you being free, divine rebellion, no longer acknowledging the identity given to you by humanity, but now anchoring in and being and remembering and aligning to the identity born of source, the true frequency of who you are. This is divine empowerment, okay? And understand you did a lot of this work within. In the cocoon period, in the transformation period, there was a lot of inner work being done for you to break the conditioning of the spirit, to release the spirit self to source, to release the inner self to source. And now you are releasing the outer self, the physical self to source. So it is a physical purging, a physical reawakening, a physical reclamation of the source creator you are in your unique power. So yes, new experiences being called to you, new opportunities, new interactions, you feeling guided to venture into different energies and different spaces. Now those spaces, they honor you, they see you, they celebrate your unique creativity, your unique expression. Within we have, yes, the devil with the mirror frequency, right? You're no longer being strung like a puppet, being pulled and prodded by the external, by the temptations of the illusion. You are now allowing the mirror frequency, for this is what this energy is, the mirror frequency, that which is now being reflected to you, is honoring the source you are. You're no longer having fear of who you are, of the source you are. You're releasing the fear, you're releasing the self-judgment, you're releasing the perceived wrongness of your existence, the programmed wrongness. You are allowing yourself to be free, as within, without, as above, below. And you are now learning from the physical, for the physical honors source. You are learning fully from the physical. The devil frequency teaches us how not to betray our source, for it allows you to see what you create within fear, what you create within illusion. Everything that you are seeing, everything that you are experiencing is a reflection, a direct manifestation of where you are, of your power. You've always been powerful. You were simply creating within your power in a frequency that didn't serve you, with information which was in the opposition of your existence. And now you are free, and now you are independently coming into your true force, creative energy. And now this is the energy you are cleansing within, as you are really seeing yourself step into these new spaces with a new perspective, with a new sight, with new feeling. You are no longer fearing that which you are. You are no longer restricting that which you are. You are no longer allowing the external to govern that which you are. You are finally allowing the interactions and the experiences you are witnessing, you are discovering, you are manifesting, to align to you within your clarity, within your truth. And the only thing you need to do is to just embody your truth, embody your clarity each moment, be authentic each moment, step into those spaces without fear. Allow yourself to shine brightly without fear. Don't catastrophize, and release the worry and the anxiety of who you are. Have deep faith in your power and in beautiful outcomes. Without, there we are, the King of Swords, clarity, one with source, one in source mind. This is you being intuitive, this is you being wise. This is you in the physical, the divine masculine, the king energy, the physical, you in the physical, how you're actioning, how you're being, how you are thinking, is one with source, intuitively guided here. Honest, open, authentic. This is who you are at all times. As within, as without. As now, within, you are embodying the truth of you, no longer in the fear of you. Without, you are now one with clarity in your truth, authentic. All the thoughts, all the ideas, how you carry yourself, how you think, how you be is authentic. So in the mirror frequency, you are seeing your clarity. You are seeing the clarity of you in the physical because the mirror frequency is awakened. And you're receiving in the physical clarity from an energy that's awakened and aligning with you. Okay. It's a powerful alchemy. You are healing yourself to clarity, to truth. And you are now re-emerging within that truth. And you are being shown lessons of where you might still be entertaining energies of fear or energies that no longer serve you. Maybe it's taking on somebody else's well-being as your responsibility without being aware of it. Taking on other people's burdens, taking on other people's griefs, the suffering. Because that is what keeps you even in this restriction, right? Not only other people's rules and how they dictate, but you taking on other people's problems as your own. You taking on other people's burdens as your own. You taking on other people's fears and insecurities as your own. You taking somebody else's well-being as your responsibility. That is you tying yourself up within their energies. That is you restricting yourself. That is you enslaving yourself within another one's experience. So it's to release everyone to their own expression and own experiencing. Let everybody heal themselves to their truth, just as you have been healing yourself to your truth all this time. At the basis, you see, healing yourself to the truth, the Ace of Coin, healing yourself to your truth, to your value, to your worth, so that all that you are planting, all that you are creating is now born of you, anchored within you, in the power of you, yes. Below, the King of Cups, yes, look at you, the King of Swords and the King of Cups, again in the physical. Intuitive here, one within the heart space of Source. You see, you are one within the mind and one within the heart space and one within the physical with Source here. Isn't this beautiful? Look at this. One with Source completely. And here with the beautiful King of Cups energy, with these paired, intuition is on point. Deep knowing. This is not a time for you to be in the mind trying to work things out, trying to problem solve. This is you going with the flow, living present to present in every single moment and allowing yourself to receive the information from Source completely. Receiving the guidance, perceiving and receiving everything as Source receives it, as Source perceives it. A higher frequency way of navigating, a higher frequency way of seeing things, higher vision, higher understanding. Not the human reactivity, but the Source responsivity, responding through a higher frequency, responding from a higher space, not just erratically reacting like some of the very infant-like humans we see, right? Who are all still living in the fear. So this is you below. Your heart space is open. Ooh, your heart space is opening. You've done the work now to connect to your home frequency. You are now more open to connection, more open to interaction with other people, other beings. You're open now, you're feeling more open to navigate situations, to go into different spaces again. For now you have set yourself a clear boundary. You have anchored within Source. So now you know whatever you do, wherever you go, whoever you interact with, whatever you receive, whatever you experience, you are one with Source. You are in that frequency of Source, and that you are awakening Source. You awaken Source in each space. So you are finding yourself a lot more open, a lot more willing to connect, and it's at a space of clarity. Because you have claimed your power, you're no longer giving other people power over you, so it's easier now to connect with people because the boundary is clear. Nobody will be able to ever cross that boundary because it's clear within your frequency, within your energy. It's palpable. When people connect with you, they can feel the presence of love. They can feel the presence of your light, of your power. And they know that they cannot. Even those who try fail. They cannot breach and manipulate and abuse and misuse you anymore. And you have shifted out of that reality completely. You have released all those beings from your life. So now you know that whenever you are intuitively guided to a person, to an experience, to a situation, you know that it's going to be within love. That is a guarantee. You can feel it. You no longer fear the experiencing of the unknown, the experiencing of that intuitive action. You now know that whatever it is, even if it might be in a space that in the past would trigger fear, now you know that, well, I have changed, I am Source, so that space is now going to give me a whole different experience, and we're going to heal that space where in the past it caused heartache and suffering because we were anchored within fear. We thought ourselves not worthy, we thought ourselves powerless, we thought ourselves not good enough, so naturally we attracted abuse, we attracted narcissism, we attracted those suffering energies because that is how we had defined ourselves. That is the power we are. Whatever we are, wherever we're at, becomes. Now that we are at source, now that we have claimed our worth, our value, our love, now that we are in our truth again, that ace of coins that you saw, in our value, in our worth, in our truth again, we know when we step into that space, it will now give us a different experience, because the source within us calls forth a different experience. We awaken source in that space. So now we create with source in that space. And this is why the energies are finally opening up again, and you feel a lot more open to co-create within this physical realm, because you are now one with source, and you can feel the power, the security, the safety, the unwavering stability of creating through source. How everything now aligns to source, that wheel of fortune energy, the magician energy, the alchemist. You are the alchemist of this realm, of your realm. Crowning, look, there it is. Six of Pentacles, within, without. What you are offering in that space, you receive. You awaken the value, the receptive, reciprocal energy. You are source, you awaken source, equal measure. What you offer, you receive, equal measure. You are finally going into these spaces, and the relationships are equal, are balanced. The effort you put into a relationship, you receive, regardless of the relationship, whether it is in romance, family, work, colleagues, whatever it is. Whatever energy you are bringing to the table, they're also bringing the same, or not the same, equal frequency energy. Could manifest very differently, but they're bringing their energy, so you do not feel lacking, you don't feel drained and taken advantage of and abused and used. You feel appreciated, you are rewarded for the work and for your energy, for your worth. Whatever space, whatever the environment, whatever situation it is, you receive it. It's full, it's enriching. It's an enriching experience to walk in that forest, an enriching experience to go to work, an enriching experience to spend time with that person, with this person, with family, an enriching experience to look after your health, your wealth, your well-being. What you're investing into now is proving fruitful, is proving successful, is proving beautiful, is proving wonderful. Sorry about that, beautiful beings. There's a bit of commotion outside. Let's just say when you're not doing the work, the energy you're receiving is not quite pleasant. So well done for doing the work and navigating these energies and allowing yourself to receive from the positive spectrum of this collective energy we're all working in, right? Just as there was obviously some crisis outside. When we got there, we didn't see anything, but it was an interesting reminder of seeing where the energies will be very diverse, and some beings will be experiencing and receiving some painful experiences and suffering and distress and upset, because, well, that is where they are still frequencing. That's the energy, unfortunately, they're still perhaps not even knowingly are co-creating in. So it's important when you are in this space to remain clear within your frequency and release everyone else of their experiencing, right? Release everything else of their experiencing of what's going on. Just be present in your frequency, and you have shifted. You who are absolutely, those of you who are aligned to this reading, you have shifted to where the energies are coming back to you in harmony, in a positive, brilliant way. So you don't have to fear anything. You are divinely protected. Even if everything is chaotically happening around you, you are the one that's safe and protected, okay? We had an interesting dream the other evening. Well, maybe not the other evening. Time is so fluid right now, right? At this space. Possibly a month or 2 months ago. And we were in the ocean. And we were diving. Something we have not yet done, and something we feel inspired to do at some point in our life. there's a call to activate and anchor in frequencies with marine life, ancient light codes that wish to awaken. Anyway, in this dream, when we were in the water, we were surrounded by sharks. And immediately we felt calm. There were great white sharks, which is common here around the coast here of South Africa and Cape Town. And so we were in the middle of the ocean, and we were surrounded by all these great sharks, quite a few of them. And we knew that we were safe. We knew that they would not harm us. For where we were resonating was a core frequency of source. They were more curious as to how they were able to understand us and how we were able to understand them. They didn't quite see us as food. They saw us as likened energy, like their frequency but different. And they just wished to communicate. So in this dream, we were there, and as we were in the water, we felt a few of them swim right close to us. Some of them literally brush our sides. One or two of them came through to almost lean against us, for they wanted tactile touch to feel our frequency. And we communicated with each and every single one of them. And a part of the dream had others from the boat who were diving come through, because they were just, wow, what is this magical thing? Now all these sharks are here and they're not attacking. What is this? So they were inspired to go in the water, and the sharks were also very calm and still swimming around them, not doing anything. And we remember hearing this guidance while we're in the water saying, make sure you are the last one to get back on the boat. And we asked why, and they're like, well, the sharks will be playful when you are there, and they won't do anything, quite dormant and relaxed. But as soon as you're on the boat, well, then the other divers, their frequency isn't quite where you are, so why would they deny themselves food when it so willingly swims into their waters? And it was quite an interesting thought, and it's not a theory we are readily, going to just test out, but there is a deep sense of safety that we just know. We don't really fear danger like other humans, for we don't anticipate it coming upon us. We understand if there's any engagement with any being who other people would consider dangerous, for us, they cannot meet us in that energy. So it has to be for another reason, another purpose, and for us to be curious and open enough to experience that other range, right? That other range, the other range of emotions the sharks could have, should you be open to receive it, right? So that was just an interesting reminder of, yes, it is, the collective pain is still there, and yes, there's still suffering, and yes, there's still stuff going wrong. Don't focus on that. That is why we're here, to assist, to anchor in these frequencies of, well, yes, that exists, but our reality of love and connection and source creation and awakening and higher frequencies, that's also a valid reality. And we are now to focus there in order to really bring that earth, that experience, into a very stable and solid, fixed, not fixed, for we're always moving, but a reality that is anchored here. That's what we mean by fixed, anchored, that it's not, so that when we leave, for when we're done, we are definitely going to move on, either ascend to different frequencies or a different earth, or, but when we're not going to remain in the fifth dimension of this collective pain forever. Oh no, we're simply here to anchor in the energies, to anchor in this realm. Boom, once it's anchored, we go, but it's still here, and the humans are available to receive it in this dimension. Okay, below the deck, High Priestess, yes. This is us, this is you. You see where Source is saying, yes, be within, be within, be within. And look, even though your eyes are open and you're aware of what's going on around, you are still within Source. You're not distracted by the illusion, by the noise. You see what is unseen. What's hidden for you is revealed. So in every situation, in every experience and conversation, you are receiving energies which, when you were in the illusion, were hidden, were inaccessible, because you were vibing at a space where those energies could not reach you. But now you're at Source, so those energies can reach you. So you are awakening and bringing forth energies which have yet to be experienced, yet to be seen, yet to be lived. Swimming with the great white sharks, and the sharks coming to commune with you, to communicate. That sounds absolutely crazy, right? For those who live in the constant danger and fear energy, for those who live in the frequency where that's the only thing that they can give you, that's the only thing that they can be, that's the only reality we know scientifically, and it's the only thing, that's the only way they can react. While you at Source realize, no, they're infinite. And we know that we have such a high purpose here, right? You have such a high purpose here. For Source to ask you to go into the ocean only to be eaten, that doesn't make sense. No, there's greater purpose. Why they would be there swimming with you. There's greater purpose to their curiosity to you. For you are like no other. You are like no other, beautiful beings. Remain in your truth, remain in your power, remain within love, remain one with Source. You are Source. You are Source. So allow yourself that beautiful freedom. Open your heart space again, so that you are allowing yourself to venture into these spaces where you are receiving from Source. Know that when you are there, you will receive energy from those experiences and situations which others might not experience, because others are still bound by what has been programmed they can experience. Others have been bound and limited by the ego, by the control, by the illusion. You are free. You are free. You are free. And in your freedom, you free all the energies, all the co-creative experiences to now honor you in a way which allows you to experience so much more in those places. You are powerful, you are magical, you are wonderful, and you are awakening everything as you awaken Source within you. Blessed be.